Jai Bhagwan. Chapter 6. One who is not concerned about humanity is not a beast, he is a stone. The only way to worship God is by action. You should give the hungry food, quench the thirst of the thirsty, and take care of the ill. What is sin? Harming others is a sin. What is commendable? Giving happiness is praiseworthy. The time spent in doing good for others is the only time in life which is well spent. The meaning of life is also death. Till you have blood flowing in your veins, make sure that your work makes you help others. However attractive one's personality may be, if one is not bothered about doing good for others and leads a totally selfish existence, then isn't that futile? It is every person's duty to offer comfort when another human being is in distress. If you cannot do that, you are not human. To help humanity is to help your country. There is no need to worship any other form. The human form that walks is a good temple. For all human beings are manifestations of God. The poor and needy are but reflections of God. Each and every ill person reminds us of God. The camp where the blind are helped to regain their sight is the highest form of Seva. This yagna is one where several doctors and ordinary people collect in the remotest parts of India and help the people by examining, checking and operating on the eyes. This is a great seva and highly praised. To do good for others by means of your physical, mental or material strengths is akin to a yagna. Selfless work, performed like a ritual, is the ultimate worship of God. It is my principle that service to humanity must be done selflessly. Selfless service has such a divine quality and the kind of satisfaction that one derives from it is an experience that one has to personally obtain. It cannot be described. The greatest service to God is when man serves others without any selfish motive. The second kind of service is done with a selfish motive. But the worst form of seva is when service for humanity camouflages selfish motives. When you wish to do good for others, regard selfishness as your enemy. When you are duty bound, do not expect appreciation from the world. The most difficult kind of help you can give to others is where your physical presence is required. Giving money is an easy way out. To do seva, kindness and service to others is simultaneously the most difficult and the easiest of all tasks. If you do seva with your heart, then it becomes extremely easy. Do not doubt, do your work according to your faith. When you have the means, it becomes easy, but to reach places that are remote and help people who are in distress would be regarded as real Seva. Since it is God's desire that we should help others, when we do help others, we are certainly rewarded. It is God's will that we should serve others. God is always present when you are doing good work. It is in God's hands to complete the task. Man is only a medium. Problems of money and obstacles will only arise when we don't do our seva with sincerity. Good work will never encounter problems such as shortages of money or people wanting to help. But this money belongs to charity. It is tempting to devour, but it will be difficult to absorb. Regard it as a poison. Spend this money correctly and it will become an elixir, but otherwise it will result in death. Doing good is like dealing in coal, but if you make mistakes, they will show and leave their marks. To do seva without understanding would be a great disservice. While doing seva, one who forgets his own physical needs is a true server of God and humanity. Kindness to others and personal happiness are not interrelated. Service to humanity is akin to sacrifice. To sleep on a bed of thorns, that is seva. To serve others is surrendering to the will of God. There is no place for the ego when surrendering to God. And this surrender is unconditional. Jai Gurudev.